Today, Michael and I are working on the second extended run, the side extended run, and we are bracing this T-post so that it stays straight. We've dug a bit of a trench. Might need to dig some more, but this is the start of it. And we're using the welded wire to wrap around these 3 T-posts, which will then meet up with the actual T-post of this extension. And that will give them another, what did I say, 4 feet by 12 feet.
48 square feet.
Yeah. This is actually going to, be pretty easy because the ground is very wet right now.
That was dumb.
Uh-oh, something was dumb.
Yeah, you said this is actually going to be pretty easy.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, that was dumb.
I don't know. The last time I said that, it wasn't too bad.
100%
Come on
dumb.
now. Come on now. But the ground
so
here...
now you cut to 4 weeks from now when we're finished. That's the edit you're going to see.
Well, yeah. I'll be like, well, it only took us 2 hours, but it actually took 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Anyway, the ground here is pretty wet. It's the end of March, so of course, it's been raining off and on. So he was able to pound this T-post into the ground some more. But that one won't, because there's either a giant root or a rock. So that's why he's adding that stabilization there with the 2x4. All right, Michael's working on the frame to the door. It attaches to the roof.
What I'm going to do is cut this to fit right in between these two against this.
Okay.
And then I'll just tie the whole thing back, and then I'll staple it up in here, and it'll just tie the whole thing back together.
More stability.
More stability, yeah. So it's over-engineered, but that's kind of what I do. So I need you to hold this in place so I can stretch the lines.
Apparently I'm done recording.
Uh-huh.
All right, look at these 4. They're already enjoying the new extension, even though it's not done. We are still putting this door in, but there's been a bit of a pause. And then this roll of the welded wire will come across here, and then I won't be able to step in here anymore this way. I'll need to go in through that door. We're also going to put a welded wire roof over the top. That way, if I have this door open during the day, no crows will fly in there, or robins, or large birds. Obviously, any little bird can get in there. I'm going to try and sit on your old stool, your old bench. All right. I could put this in the run that he's in now, but they wouldn't leave him alone. It's too close to the ground. It's really good for young chicks or chickens this age inside this little coop. But once you add them to the other run with the other chickens, no one will sit on it unless they're comfortable enough in feeling that they're not going to get run over. All right, the door is hung, and this welded wire is what's going to be attached to the door frame. Okay, so here's the door, and Michael has set it up so that it's has this area at the bottom that if we want to, we can add a hatch for whatever purpose. We're trying to plan ahead, not knowing exactly what we'll do. PK, what are you doing? She's like, what is this?
What we got going on over here?
What's this new thing, man?
This is fun.
There's the door frame that Michael made. It goes all the way to the top rafter of the roof. And he brought it all the way down to the 2 2x4s that we are using as a frame for the entire run here. He used these 1x to create a barrier so that when the chickens go in and out, they don't cut themselves. Here's the actual door. It is used with 2x2s and 1xs, and then the welded wire is sandwiched between the 2x2 and the 1x. Now I have a way to lock it open over here using this latch system. And as I close it, onto Starla's behind. Excuse me. Why are you guys here now that I'm trying to film this? Oh. Well, they'll have to get used to that. All right, and then up here on this side, that's a little snug up there. We have to look at that. Is another latch. Whoops. On this side is another latch. It's the same kind. And there you have it. And back up. And now the door is shut, and it has the same welded wire as the walls. It's done! Yay! And they're already in here using it. And I can already tell you I need to do something about this section. It doesn't even really touch the ground. So we'll see how I can just kind of go underneath it. They're reaching through to get to stuff that's on this side now. So I'm going to put some logs and some other things here to predator-proof it, you know, as best I can. They're going to probably dig out. Great. So we have it finished, and here's the roof. It's a welded wire roof. Goes across the top, all the way down. And you can see there's the door opening with the door latched open. And this is going to be great. Thank you, Michael. There he goes. More chicken projects. Yay! Alright, so I'm going to back up here, and you can see there's the original extension there. And this is what we've added on this side of the door frame. And it's 4 feet by 12 feet. And this will be outside, you know, in other words, no roof. It's only going to have that welded wire roof. Alright, here's Carmine enjoying the sun. And here's PK enjoying Michael's lap in the sun. Whoop! Ugh. She's like, this perch is not quite as stable as the one in the coop. Well. Look at Mr. Carmine. He seems to like you.
Of course.